Did you interact in commerce by using fuel to fill this vehicle, or did you put vegetable oil from your house in it?
I can't turn. I need you to. All right, you're about to pull me out.
Welcome back to the Van Valiant channel, guys. Today we head to Connecticut, where a newbie sovereign citizen gets his car window busted out, arrested, and his car impounded for refusing to comply, following a traffic stop for all the usual list of violations. Right, let's get into the video.
Yep. Exactly. Pulled me over. Not for hire. I'm not using the roads for any public gains.
You're not into replacing bulbs either, from the sound of that indicator.
Say it again? He's telling me to pull down closer to the ramp because he don't got space. This window right here doesn't roll down. Stop. Telling me to move up a little bit. Yeah, right.
Let me turn it off. You said it doesn't work?
No, this window doesn't roll down.
You want to unlock it?
Why?
Unlock the door.
For?
So I can talk to you.
I can speak to you. Come this way. If not, I can just pull into the.
Do me a favor, just unlock the door so I can talk to you.
I'm not gonna open my door.
Okay, then get your driver's license.
I'm not using the road as any commercial capacity.
Look, dude, I'm not gonna argue.
I'm not arguing with you either. I'm letting you know I am not.
I'm letting you know, okay? You are driving on a Connecticut road, okay? I need to have your driver's license.
That means I'm not for hire. I'm not using the roads for any commercial capacity. I'm letting you know.
Listen, I understand.
I'm recording as well, just to let you know. My hands are up.
You have no problem with that, okay? But what I need you to do, you're operating a motor vehicle.
I'm traveling, sir.
You're literally behind the wheel of what the state of Connecticut define as a motor vehicle, and no amount of magic words and incantations will change that.
It's the same as driving.
No, it's not. It's different.
Is the vehicle moving?
I am traveling.
Is the vehicle moving?
Anything can be in motion, right? Yeah.
Okay. So when you're operating or vehicles in motion on a Connecticut road or a U.S. DOT highway, it is a requirement that the vehicle be registered and insured, and when you're stopped, to identify yourself. It is a requirement under the state of Connecticut laws.
I understand that, but I'm telling you, I'm not using the road.
In our state, you're on our road. Whether you're traveling or not.
It's your state?
The state of Connecticut. I represent the state of Connecticut.
Okay.
The agent of the government.
Okay.
You're traveling on our road.
Okay.
Okay. So it's a state government-owned road.
Mm-hmm.
The law is, if you are on our road, a state-owned road, you have to identify yourself if you're stopped by a police officer.
Okay, got it.
Have you got it though? Because I get the feeling you're going to go straight back into a script that not once has been successful in a court of law.
Okay.
And
so I'm asking you to identify yourself by providing me with an identification card.
I can provide you with my name.
I need you to provide me with the identification card.
This
is me. It's a requirement.
You want me to listen to me? You're not listening to me. I'm trying to tell you so we can de-escalate the situation. You understand?
I am de-escalating the situation. I'm not yelling at you. I'm talking to you. Okay?
I don't think the guy who is and goes on to escalate a simple traffic stop into an arrest for no reason is in a position to lecture anyone on de-escalation tactics.
It's a requirement that you have a unique card on you while you're operating, traveling, or whatever on a state of Connecticut road. So whether it's a driver's license in this state, another state, it's a requirement, whether you're traveling, operating, whatever you want to call it, that you have that on your possession when you are traveling on our roads. And then at that point, if you are stopped, it's a requirement that you provide that to the law enforcement officer.
I understand those things.
So can I have that card, please?
But that's telling me that I'm using these roads as for business, and I'm not.
I didn't say business, did I?
But you're putting me into subject of commerce, and I'm not doing any of those things.
Again, it's regardless of anybody that is on our state roads. At that point, it is a requirement that you provide me with an identification card.
Misinterpreting the meaning of the word employed in an outdated version of Black's Law Dictionary and then expecting the state to go along with your misinterpretation is the height of ignorance.
I can't do that, sir, because I'm not using...
Okay, so you don't have one?
I'm not saying I don't have one. I rescinded my application for my driver's license.
Okay,
and I'm not using...
So this is what I want to say to you, sir. I'm willing to work with you, okay? You're making it harder.
I'm not trying... You
are. So
honestly...
This is interfering with my investigation. Okay?
Investigation of what? Am I committing a crime? Am I committing a crime? That's what I'm just trying to understand.
At this point, you are, yeah.
A crime of what?
You're interfering. Failure to provide me with an operator license.
But I'm telling you, I'm not doing commerce.
Okay.
I'm not.
Does this vehicle have a valid insurance policy?
I'm not using the road.
It doesn't matter. You're traveling on a state.
I would like to reserve all my rights.
Listen to me.
And what about the rights of other road users to not get into an accident on roads they help contribute to with an uninsured driver? It's all me with these morons.
It is a requirement while traveling on a state road that has a valid insurance card and it has a valid registration. So yes, I am completing an investigation in reference to those 2 points. You are now refusing to provide me with a driver's license. That's interfering with my investigation. Okay?
I'm not trying to interfere.
So I don't want you
to
my
rights
or anything like that. What I need you to do is provide me with that card, and then we can move on.
I reserve all my rights.
If you needed any more evidence that this kid doesn't have a clue what his rights are or when to reserve them, his next request seals the deal.
Okay, so either way, sir, I'm not going away. So until you provide me with that information, there's nothing else I can do to help you.
Am I being detained?
Any traffic stop or mere presence of a law enforcement officer in the state of Connecticut is detained. Yes.
Okay, can you read me my rights, please?
I'm not placing you under arrest, so no.
Don't look too downhearted. Your wish to get your Miranda rights read to you will be granted tonight. It just won't happen on your terms.
Case law states that I do not have to read you your rights on the detainment of a traffic stop.
Okay, but I am not using the roads for any gains of for hire.
You can say that over and over and over as much as you want to say it, but
okay.
Regardless of what you're telling me, it is not true.
It's not true, so the law is not true. So you're talking about
the law is true, and that's what I just told you.
You told me statutory law. I'm telling you Constitution. I have the life, I have the liberty and pursuit of happiness. I'm not arguing with either. So I said I reserve my rights. I'm exercising my 4th and my 5th Amendment.
Hate to break it to you, Junior, but statutory law is constitutional under the 10th Amendment. This trooper enforcing them does not violate your 4th or your 5th Amendment rights. And rolling your window up is not going to stop him either.
Alright, so let's roll this window back down and let's work through this together.
I can hear you. Okay. I don't feel safe. I don't feel comfortable.
Well, I'm a law enforcement officer. I'm here to protect you. I'm here to serve the public. I'm not here to harass you, not here to give you a hard time. Okay, but what I can tell you is I am completing an investigation and I'm asking you nicely. Okay, I'm not yelling at you. I'm not demanding you put your hands up. I'm just asking you for a simple card.
I can give you my name. I can give you my name and my address.
Okay. What's your first name?
My first name is Jonathan. Oh, okay. I give you my name. Jonathan.
Is this your vehicle?
This belongs to me. It's private property.
What's that?
It belongs to me. It's private property.
Regardless, it's private property. I'm asking you if it's yours.
No, he says regardless, it's private. It belongs to me.
I'm not giving you a hard time. I'm just trying to work with you. You are.
What's your name? I didn't get your name. I'm sorry about that.
I told you. It's Colby. My first name is Jonathan as well.
Jonathan Colby. Badge number?
605.
605.
It's the same name and badge number he gave you at the beginning of the stop, and the same name and badge number all over your future charging documents. So stop with the silly distraction techniques. It's not going to work, especially on this trooper.
This is nothing that, like,
I'm
ask me for my badge number. I'll give you all that information, but I still have the job to do.
I'm letting. Yeah, I understand that. I identified.
So you did identify yourself. I'm asking you if you have a driver's license in the state of Connecticut.
But I'm not using this as a commercial capacity. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
What I'm asking you to do now is I'm going to ask you to keep the vehicle off and remain in the driver's seat and not get out.
Perfect. That's fine. That's perfect. Another car pulled up in front of me.
Yeah, of course they have. You're driving an alleged unregistered vehicle and refusing to comply with simple lawful orders. It's standard procedure.
Alright, so I'm going to ask you to roll the window down, okay?
I would have to turn on the vehicle. Traveling. He just told his partner I'm traveling.
Do you have a driver's license? So they can, like,
I just told you. I reserve my rights.
what's that?
He's trying to open my door. I said I reserve all my rights. If they're gonna deprive me of my rights under 18 U.S.C. 242, then so be it.
Hate to break this to you again, but a trooper enforcing traffic laws on the books in Connecticut is not beyond the bounds of his official duties, therefore not a violation of your rights.
Hey, what's going on, man?
Doing good, sir. What's your name? No, I said doing good.
Doing good?
Yeah, what's your name?
My name?
Yeah.
McGrath.
McGrath, okay. Badge number? Badge number?
Sorry, a little hard to hear.
No, badge number. Sorry about that.
123.
123
Easy.
0390. I'm not running anywhere. I don't know why he's trying to block me in. You block me. I'm not running nowhere. I have nothing.
I'm sorry, it's a little hard to hear you.
No, nothing.
Okay.
I ain't say nothing.
What did he get stopped for?
I don't know.
Not sure.
I asked. He didn't even tell me. He just asked me for my identification.
Did you give over your paperwork, like your license, registration?
I'm not using the roads as anything for commerce. I'm not for hire.
Sorry, I can't hear you.
No, I'm saying I'm not using the roads for any kind of hire. I'm not using it. I'm not gaining any profit. I'm not for hire. I'm just traveling. That's what I'm doing.
What's not for hire?
No, you're trying to subject me to say I'm doing something in a commercial capacity. If I have a commercial driver's license, I'm not using the road in that way.
Commercial driver's license?
I'm not using that. I'm not using the road in that way. And I expressed to him that I'm just merely just traveling. Okay. I reserve my rights. I said under the exercise of my 4th and 5th Amendment. And I asked him if I'm being pulled over and I'm arrested, I'm being detained, if you could read me my rights, and that'll be okay. That's all I asked.
We don't need to read you your Miranda rights for a traffic stop.
Okay, am I being convicted of a crime? That's why he didn't articulate that. So I'm just trying to find what was his probable cause.
Trying to just get more
yeah, I'm just trying to understand what's going on, and I'm trying to de-escalate the situation. That's all.
I get it.
That's it.
I get it. Yeah.
Alright, first of all, you can't say you're the one trying to de-escalate the situation when you're the one escalating it by not complying with simple lawful orders. Secondly, police don't convict people on the side of the road. They investigate incidents, in this case break windows, make arrests and file charges and make reports. Court is where convictions take place.
I got 3 officers on me.
What's going on tonight, man? How you doing?
Doing good, you?
All right, not bad, not bad. You know the reason why we stopped you?
I was trying to find that out.
Okay, so the reason why the trooper stopped you, the registration on the vehicle doesn't match the car that it's on.
Yeah, so with that being said, this vehicle is not for, this is private property, this is my vehicle.
Okay, are you traveling on state roads?
I'm traveling, yes, I'm traveling.
Did you fill up this vehicle with fuel?
Well, what does, I don't understand.
Did you interact in commerce by using fuel to fill this vehicle, or did you put vegetable oil from your house in it?
Probably vegetable oil from the house.
If
we're gonna be, if you're gonna be an ass at the same time.
Who, me or you?
Who's the ass in this situation? The person who fell for the scam, or the person pointing out the absurdity of the scam?
I'm just exercising my rights. I'm trying to tell you that, and I'm not trying to do anything. I reserve all my rights. I exercise my 4th and 5th Amendment.
All of that. That's perfectly fine. The problem we have tonight is the registration on this vehicle doesn't match. Okay, so we don't know if the vehicle's stolen.
The vehicle's not stolen. I told you that.
We just got to figure all that out.
The vehicle's not stolen.
You understand, though, that that's what we got to figure out, right?
All right.
Okay.
Conduct your investigation.
Do you have any paperwork with the vehicle?
I have everything for this vehicle. This vehicle belongs to me.
Yeah, if you could provide that, that would be fantastic.
Provide what exactly?
The registration and proof of insurance.
I just told you that this car belongs to me. It's private property.
Correct. I understand that.
No insurance here there?
Is that the face and gesture you make when asked to exchange insurance information with the driver you get into an accident with, I wonder?
It's private property, but you're on public and state property when you're driving it.
And vehicular use. Anyone can use it if you're not engaging in commerce.
You are engaging in commerce because you filled the vehicle up with fuel. Did you not, or you?
That
or
doesn't
you
make
used-
any sense. But
How
okay.
does that doesn't make any sense? Okay. Well, we have a tow truck coming to tow your private property. Okay.
Well, that's
Okay.
not okay.
So
That's
you
not
gotta
gonna
step out
happen.
of the car.
So can I get my rights read to me, please?
Say it again.
You read me my rights?
I don't need you to read your rights.
Can you
I
read
don't
me
know
my
rights.
rights? You already brought to take something that doesn't belong to the state of Connecticut.
I'm trying to work with you here, okay? The information that you provided me, I can't find anything, okay? You're not working with me.
I identified as you asked for.
Okay, you identified as whatever, but I don't have a valid driver's license.
Identify as
or anything
whatever.
that I can say who you are, and that's what I need. This,
I gave you what you
This
needed.
is going to turn into something I don't want it to turn into. There's no reason for it. You have every right to believe whatever you want to believe.
Because it's the law. It's,
No.
it's not the law.
Exactly. You have the right to believe anything you want. What you don't have is the right to operate what the state define as a motor vehicle on a public road without a licence, registration or insurance.
Okay, so just stay right here. I'll be right back.
Okay. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cops here. Because I'm obviously doing something that is unconstitutional. It's crazy.
Yeah. I'm not sure if he ran it yet. Yeah.
I don't put me in any sovereign citizen things. That's not what I am in doing. It's not sovereign citizen. That's a terrorist group. I don't have nothing to do with that.
I'm not a sovereign citizen, says the guy who rightly points out that sovereign citizens have been labelled domestic terrorists, but who still goes by the sovereign citizen playbook anyway. You can't make this stuff up. Anyway, here's the supervisor.
He's got it taped. Oh, okay.
It doesn't belong to the state of Connecticut. It's private property.
Sir, is there a reason why you have the VIN taped over?
I don't
we
answer
can't see
questions.
it? You don't answer questions? Okay. Hey, partner. I'm the supervisor.
Yeah, supervisor.
Right, so, Donis.
Donis, badge number?
Donis. So listen, this is the deal. They have a lawful reason to pull you over. They have a lawful reason to pull you out of the vehicle. We're trying to avoid that. We could. It's okay. By all means, we have to do what we got to do. I understand you got your notions, whatever they may be. So, I mean, I don't know what they are. You know what I'm saying? But right now, the car's in misuse is going to get towed. The other thing you have is that they're asking you right now to give you a lawful order to step out of the vehicle. With that said and done,
all right, yeah, I'm listening. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. If you have something to say, just like you said, you can interject. I have no problem with that. So right now, they are giving you an lawful order because the vehicle is a misuse. Basically, they can't identify you. Because I guess, do you have any identification?
I gave him my name. I gave him everything.
Okay. Do you have anything with a photograph? That's what I'm saying.
No, I don't at this moment.
Okay. So they need to further investigate, find out who you really are. That's number one. Number two, the vehicle seems to have issues with the registration. Okay. So with that said alone, that alone, you're looking at a misuse of a plate, or did it have a plate? Did it have a plate?
Yeah.
Is
Okay.
it misuse?
So whatever plate was on this vehicle,
Okay.
it is on this vehicle.
Did he ready to take it off?
Huh?
Did he ready to take it off?
Eventually they will.
No, I'm asking because you said if he's there. I don't know if he took it already or
So
not.
the plate is there. But I didn't notice.
Okay,
There was
okay.
a plate when I was walking up. So with that said, done, the fact that the plate is not that the plate does not belong to the vehicle.
Okay.
That right there, it's their probable cause to pull you over.
Okay.
All right. So with that said and done, whatever it is that they need and they're trying to identify you, just to move this along, just help them out, just so we don't have to escalate this. I'll be honest with you, as a supervisor, I don't want this to be escalated.
Me neither. That's how I identified. I actually gave him my name.
Okay,
I gave him my name and date of birth.
Where you from originally?
I'm originally from New York.
From New York.
Yeah.
From New York City, upstate, or where?
No, Bronx, I guess.
The Bronx,
Yeah.
okay. Did you ever have an identification or a driver's license with New
Yes,
York?
I have one but I rescinded it with Connecticut.
Well, if you're stupid enough to think rescinding your driver's license prevents law enforcement from enforcing the law against you, more fool you.
I rescinded my driver's license. That's what I'm trying to say.
Okay, you virtually rescinded. You just gave it back up.
Yeah.
Why?
Why would I give him my right to drive? It's free.
Okay.
But that, I'm telling you, I'm being respectful.
Listen,
It may sound crazy to you, but the DMV took my recent driver's license. I'm not using the roads, and why would I register my vehicle if I'm
so
not
you
using
did
it?
have a license at one time.
That's
Okay.
what I told him.
So according to the state, not against you, not according to you, but according to the state, you had a license. You gave it back up because you don't feel you have the right that, hey, I have the right to drive.
I had the life, liberty, pursuit of happiness. There's a lot of doctrines on this. There's a lot of
I think the word you're looking for there is mis and disinformation.
But you understand that, I understand your rights. You got your rights. It is what it is, right? And
it is what it is.
We're going to respect that. But you realize that you still got to play by the rules of the government because they expect the car to be registered, insured, and everything else.
Yeah, but I'm not driving. I'm not using the vehicle for any profit. I'm not for hire.
No, it has nothing to do with profit. This has to do with just basic stuff. In order for the vehicle to be on the roadway, it needs to be registered. So the state, or in your case, probably the government, right?
Mm-hmm.
They require your vehicle to be registered, insured, and everything else.
Yeah, if I'm using.
It's just the rules that you got to play with. Unfortunately, you may not feel you may not like what the government has to offer you, and what they're asking for you to do, and that's okay. Listen, everyone's got an opinion, right?
No, it's not my opinion. It's really it's not belief. It's not belief either. It's constitutional.
So it's constitutional.
Constitutional law, like everything statutory.
How do we move forward from this point then?
Can I make sure he wrote my name properly and everything is all set?
Sure, you got.
Because
did you write his name and all that stuff? You want to put it on a piece of paper and show it to him in the window?
Because this is ridiculous.
Okay with that?
Yeah, man. I'm trying to de-escalate.
Here's what I'm trying to get at. What's your first name? I'm sorry.
My name is Jonathan.
Jonathan.
Yeah.
Sergeant Adonis. So what
Sergeant
I want to do is, I want to make this as peaceful as possible. I want to move on with life. I want you to
literally.
Way. I want everybody to be on their way, but I don't need this to escalate. You feel me?
I'm here. I'm willing to cooperate.
So Jonathan, is this what? Is this all correct? Yeah.
Yes. Whoa, he put 60381. I'm 99. I'm 20. Come on. Come on, you see they about to escalate and throw me out the car, and that right there, the mere something that's so small that could be prevented.
All that could have been prevented by you providing documents you are legally required to produce instead of giving your details through a rolled up window. Either way, you're still coming out of the car one way or another because your car is not registered.
1999.
But the same month, same.
Everything is the same, yeah. That's how I'm like, yo, like, what are you telling me? You can't find me.
So what I'm telling you is right now, straight up. Either way, if the car is not registered, if it's not insured, if the plate does not belong to the vehicle itself, I'm not gonna miss any words with you. The car is gonna get towed, and it's because of that situation. Now,
I object to taking my car, my private. Well, this is my property. I
understand that, but
there's no contract with the state. That's I'm just trying to let you know. There's no contract with the state. I'm not giving up my right.
But there's a thing. You're not supposed to be driving this vehicle because the state says, hey.
I'm not driving. I told them I was traveling. I'm traveling from
I understand that you're traveling,
point A to point B.
The matter is that you're not supposed to be traveling in this vehicle because the state wants you to have the car registered.
The state wants me to have it insured, but I'm not using it as commerce.
And registered.
That's
what the statute says. The statute by law.
What statute is that, if possible?
Well, you got the 1412. What is it? 1412A.
1412A.
Yeah. Which is the registration one.
The registration one, okay.
Do you have insurance?
I'm not using this car as any for business. That's what I'm trying to tell you. I'm not for hire.
The state and every other state in the United States of America right now, as I know it, they require that when you have a registration, the vehicle also is to be insured. Okay. Now that's the other statute on that one. The insurance is the 14213B Bravo. Okay. So it's 14213, 1412A for registration. Okay. Now you got what you call a misuse. If you have a plate that belongs to another car at some time in the past, and now you actually affixed to this vehicle, now you're looking at an additional charge.
And what charge is that?
The statute is that it's going to be 14147, which explains it says a misuse of registration. Basically, you're using registration that belongs to another vehicle or never belongs to anything at all. You know, that maybe was canceled or whatever it was, and you put it and you fix it to this vehicle here.
Every time you hear that sweet sound of a tow truck backing up to a sovereign citizen's vehicle, an angel gets its wings.
Here. So that's what you're looking at. So you're looking at three things. All right. Now, the officer stopped you for whatever problem cause he had. So this is where we are right now. So with that said and done, we, are bounded by having to remove the vehicle off the road because it's not roadworthy. It's your car. We're not seizing your car.
You're seizing my car. You're taking my property.
We're going to remove it from the road, but you have the right to go to the Department of Motor Vehicles, get a registration and insurance, and insure the vehicle, and then you can take the vehicle out.
I don't want to do any of that because I'm not. That's the first place why I didn't give up the right to give my car.
I understand. So the way we would have avoided that is if you would have had the vehicle registered already. And I know that you don't abide by the law.
I didn't say I don't abide by the law. I uphold the law. I follow it to the T and understand it.
All right.
Says the guy who is about to get his window busted out, arrested, and his car towed for not understanding the law to a T.
All right, so I'm telling you right now, We're gonna see. We're gonna identify you. Either way, the car's gonna get towed. I'm telling you straight up. I'm not gonna listen. I've been straight up with you, right?
I understand
and
that.
You've been very honest with me. I've been honest with you, and I like this dialogue that we're having. But what I'm telling you is that that's where we are right now, and let's just kind of keep it moving smoothly and all that. You got kids?
Isn't it? No, I'm not here.
I just saw the baby seats. That's all.
That's fine.
Knowing that this fool has procreated at some point makes me a little sad for their future. Anyway, onto the window bust.
So we're gonna go from there, right? So let's keep it cordial. Let's keep it moving.
I'm always gonna keep it cordial, man. I'm always gonna keep it.
All right. So like I said, were you able to identify him? Were you able to identify him? No. Okay. All right. So listen. There's the warning. Are you gonna step out of the vehicle?
So that's a threat.
That's not a threat. That's just, I'm telling you right now.
A warning is
I'll give you the courteous. The courtesy. The courtesy is, Jonathan, we're going to tow your vehicle. We need you to get out of the vehicle.
I don't consent to my vehicle being towed.
I just gave you a lawful order, which they probably gave you the lawful order on top of that. Now we're going to move forward to the next level. I don't want to go there, be honest with you, because I want to keep this very peaceful, and I want to move on my way. You want to move on your way. I understand that. So I already asked you. I'm going to ask you again, just to be clear, clarity, okay? And, you know, your camera's going off. It's recording.
Yeah,
my camera's
recording.
going off. Everybody's camera's off. All right, it's good.
Perfect.
So I'm going to ask you: would you mind stepping out of the vehicle so that trooper can actually tow your vehicle and do what he has to do? And he's going to issue you infractions, and then you could go to court and you could actually contest it. And that's how we go from there. Life goes on.
Yeah, it's very peaceful. I just don't consent with my property being taken.
You understand? We already asked you. So I'm going to give you the courtesy to open the door on your own.
Oh, that happened, and then when it was cold.
You go open it from the inside.
Yeah, I just don't consent to my property being told. Okay, that's what I'm saying.
You don't have to consent, but this is where we are right now. Consent.
I don't have to consent, but this is where we are.
So what you're saying is you're refusing to get out of the vehicle?
I didn't say I was refusing.
All right, so you know what? We're moving on. Do what you gotta do.
Nice, they broke my window.
Nope. Don't reach. Do not reach. Do not reach.
But I don't consent no search and no seizure of my vehicle. You want me to open it for you? No, do not touch my phone. Do not let it record. That's messing with evidence. All right.
Hold on.
Can I? Are you gonna read me my rights?
Go ahead, Sarge. Yep, we will.
Okay.
Now you get the rights you don't understand read to you. I told you it wouldn't be on your terms. Also, nice window bust.
Can you push? I can't turn. I need you to. All right, you're about to pull me out.
All right, we got you.
Not dragging you on.
Nobody's dragging you.
Yes, you are. I'm trying to turn.
Relax. That's it. And then just lift them up. Let's get them up. All right.
You're not resisting. No, can't do it.
All right.
Pull them over. Roll you to the side. Bring your knee up to your chest. Bring your knee. There you go. Now you're gonna roll. Bring your other knee. There you go. Yeah. All right. There you go.
Would you have a wallet or anything if you can release them out?
Put this foot.
And your cell phone obviously is over.
Yeah, and my foot back.
And your foot back. Where's your backpack? Is it
Right
on
in front.
foot?
Put this foot underneath you. Put that by your front.
On this side. Watch this. Ready? All right.
So there we are, guys, another newbie sovereign citizen who is apparently filing a civil lawsuit against these very well-behaved troopers. Plays F around and find out. It took a while to get there, but I hope the wait was worth it. Right, thank you so much for watching, guys. If you enjoyed this video, please leave me a like, share the video and subscribe to the channel. Thank you also to my channel members and patrons for your continued support. I really appreciate it. Right, take care all, and I will catch up with you in the next video.